Leo Vieira and Chico Mendes. It's an honor for us to have you here in Greece, in World-Budo.gr. I would like to thank you for all of us. So let's start from anywhere of you who wants to start. Leo, it's your first time here in Greece.
Yes, that's my first time. Always have been like a dream to come here, so finally I'm here.
As a first sight, how do you see things in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Greece?
In BJJ,
Yes.
I see like everything what happened here. For me, it's kind of new. It's a new sport, becoming in a new country, but a country that have so much potential about his history with wrestling, with pancration, with all the martial arts. It's in Greece, so I think would be a successful because you can see the passion in the people here.
Apart from the US and Brazil, how do you see Greece among the other European countries, the level of the athletes?
I think it's like I say, it's something new here, you know, and I think the level, everything is beginning. So Chico can tell me, he can tell better because he work here like many times a year, so he can see how people improve. But as I know, it's new to say now. But the level will be, it's the same as a blue belt. So soon we're gonna have like people who is surprising some competitions a blue belt. Actually, in Brazil we have a half Greek and half Brazilian. He's a black belt, Antonio Sidiropoulos, my student. He's have a big title in Europe, in national competitions in Brazil. He's also is a black belt, but like I say, like the guys who's was training here right now, he's be in a couple of weeks will be gonna be a very big name.
Chico Mendes, I know that you've been here in Greece for several times. So, how do you see the progress of the athletes in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
When I came here the first time, I came for help the guys, support the guys from Pagrati, and we start to talk, say like the guys want to train BJJ for support the ground, and the guys said, come here, let's start to work. We start really slow the first, and like the first time is around 25-30 people come for see what's been BJJ, because a lot of people know about BJJ but don't know the real training, the real position. Easy training like no gi, just put a short harsh guard and go and roll, and a lot of sport can do this. But about the level, of course, like Leo told me, is the Greece start to grow, but it's like it's a long time. It's not like 1, 2, 3 years we can see this. This is a long time. We start to plan, like for the guys. Last year the guys came to England for British Show Open. Like 5 guys come to compete. Europeans no gi, like around 4 guys come to compete also. So it's like it's the first step. It's very difficult. The guys just train and don't compete. The competition help a lot for grow, because the people can see the results, and more guys come. Like for this year, we have like around 15 guys go to European no gi in Italy, and also for Roman Open. Like this is, you can see like the how much BJJ grow in few years. Like I start to work here in 2.5 years. We start to work in one academy. Now we have around more than 10 academies here.
How many years of hard training does someone need in order to be like you? And I want you to tell him the truth. How many years of hard training need for someone in order to be like you?
I'm training like size with 10 years old, so I'm 26. It's 26 years.
Yeah. 26 years.
No nightclubs, no drink, no anything. You have just to be.
It's not only the training. The training is the easy part of progress.
Is it talent only?
No, it's not discipline. You have to be disciplined. You know, like if when I look back, I saw so many like times I wish to be in the beach with my friends. I used to be to some nightclubs, enjoy with some friends, but I wasn't there, you know.
And sometimes the family.
What I choose, I have to be disciplined. Like if he wants to do something, if he wants to be be good in something that you want, you have to make a choice.
So what is the main characteristic for someone in order to be a professional?
It's spend time in this stuff. I think
Dedication.
it doesn't have like a miracle. You cannot do something if you don't spend the time, especially in BJJ. It's when something like a, it's not about like your knowledge or how many positions you know. If you don't know how to use that position, you don't know. And we say like in the mat, no lies. You know, like when when you're there, you have to prove what you say. So it's hard if you spend the time, if you go to the academy, but if you spend time just talking, when you go to the mat, you have to talk. Because if you train, then it will be hard.
Leo, we've seen recently that you gave the third stripe to Robert Drysdale and you were in the corner for Demian Maia for the UFC. So as I can see, as we can realize, you have friendship above everything, above teams, above everything. Is that so?
Yeah, actually the things like before, we was together. I was his coach back in the time. Like I was the guy who give all the belts for Robert. And every 3 years in the black belt, he get a new stripe. So he's supposed to get his stripe this year. And for all the relationship that you have, for all the relationship that you build with also with BJJ, today he follow his own like a team. He have his Drysdale team, but we're still friends. I'm still he feel I'm with his master, and it's an honor to give the belt for him. And also the same as with Demian, like Demian was the guy who when I moved to São Paulo, he was one of the first friends that I met there, and he moved to live with me in São Paulo, and he came as a white belt, then he get his black belt. Today it's the same. We have different teams. He represents another team. We have checkmate, but the relationship we have, the everything what we can make together, and he talked to me. Then we start working together for his fight in UFC, and it's worked. So now he fought against John Feet. Was like amazing. The fight was amazing about control.
Of course it was.
And it goes good. Like so, Jiu-Jitsu make this kind of relationship. It's nice.
We've mentioned UFC. How important do you think that is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the UFC?
I think the important is like for you fighting MMA, it doesn't matter UFC. So you need like a one strike and one grappling for make you complete. For strike, you can choose a lot of fights. You have boxing, Muay Thai, any fights. For grappling, you have so many fights: wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, and many other fights. But the thing is, only one fight teach you how to fight with your back on the floor. Then it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. No other fights make you feel comfortable with your back on the floor, and this is hard because when the opponent on the top and if I'm back on the floor, if you don't know BJJ, then you lost.
Chico, what do you think about the influence of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the UFC? What do you think?
Like, I work in England, and a lot of guys come to the club, sometimes the beginner, and come and ask about fight UFC. It's so funny. The guy come in the club, I want to fight UFC. How long time? I say, man, what's your background? I never trained before, never did nothing. I say, whoa. It's like UFC help a lot for grow the martial arts, not only BJJ, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. But at the same time, it's a little problem for us. Why? Because today a lot of guys come into MMA and think MMA is one fight. MMA is very important, is a mix of martial arts. You cannot fight MMA if you only have BJJ, if you only have wrestling, if you only have Gracie, if you only have Muay Thai. MMA, for you fight MMA, you need to know everything. It's important your boxing, important your Muay Thai, important your karate, your kickboxing, your wrestling, your BJJ. Every martial arts gives you something. And I think the people start to know BJJ, of course, because if you check, I think all the champions train BJJ.